Super Grover?
Oh yeah, he said just put it there.
Perfect timing.
Get more from your neighborhood.
So soft.
DoorDash.
Source. There we go. There we go. Because power. Okay, so this one is here and there's a problem. Ta-da. Ta-da. Alrighty, let's see if I can... Hold on, that mic is not where it should be. Things keep moving. Here we go. Here we go. Hello. One of my cameras is effed up again. Beautiful. Alrighty, let's see if I can... Hold on, that mic is not where it should be. Things keep moving. Here we go. Here we go. And something's buzzing like it shouldn't. Hello. Hello. One of my cameras is effed up again. Beautiful. Face cam. Okay, the work cam's fine. I need to alter the face cam because that's not okay. Add display capture. Wait, video capture, not display. That might be the problem. There we go. Let's try that. That needs to go way the hell down here. There we go. That camera's working, right? I'm still being seen. Yeah? Okay. Hey, baby! Face cam's working, work cam's working. Bonus! Okay, so... Today we're working on the nightshirt commission that I've got. And I am sorry I missed stream Tuesday. Tuesday, my power went off at 7 p.m. Didn't come back on until 1 o'clock the next day. So, yeah, stream didn't happen. But power's fixed now, and thankfully, unlike an unfortunate amount of my state right now, we didn't have any pipes burst. It was a close thing. D-Written kept the pipes from bursting because he was running hot water into the bathroom to heat the house when we were freezing our little arses off at night. And the only pipes that froze were the kitchen faucet, and we know they didn't burst because the kitchen faucet is on the line between the water heater and the bathroom he was running hot water in. So those actually thawed after a while. If he had not been doing what he did, we'd have been in trouble. But... Right? Yes, gas, water for the win. We are working on the nightshirts today, and I am starting with one, a prototype that will be for me, because I'm the same size as the commission was made for. And I have never done this pattern before, and it includes a couple of techniques I've never used. Sleep, well, I suppose sleep is for the dead, that works. I've never used some of these techniques with knit fabric before, and knit fabric behaves very differently than woven fabric. So, we're trying this on a prototype first, so I don't F it up. What I'm doing right now is, this pattern has a lack of light. I know I forgot to turn something on. Ta-da! Okay, this pattern has something you don't usually see in pre-purchased patterns. When you buy the ones in the store, normally there's a different pattern piece for every piece. This one, this is not uncommon for printed patterns. This is the same pattern piece with two different necklines for the front and the back. So it printed one piece, and you're supposed to cut it differently for each piece. So I'm tracing it before I cut the neckline for the front. That cuts down on paper printed and difficulty setting it up with the printed patterns. And for a lot of people, they're only using the pattern once. So it's no big deal to cut it and then pin it again, you know? But I know darn well I'm going to use this pattern way more than once. Because this is the kind of garment that I wish I could buy. But I can't reliably get the fibers I can wear when I buy things like this, so I'm going to make it. And right now I'm just tracing it to make the other pattern piece. So how's everyone else surviving? Because my knowledge is that the Snowmageddon thing hit the entire country Texas just kind of got hosed, that's all. Literally, in some cases. Let's move Zed and Olivia up here so we don't lose them this time. Hey, Spava! How are you holding up? I heard you're back at your dad's. Oh no, you don't let go. Okay, there we go. Stretch goes that way. This is the fold line. And this is the direction the stretch is supposed to go. These marks here, these are not normally needed for woven fabric. You can usually fudge it. Can I swap the cameras? Hard to see what's going on. Probably not. But I can oh, you mean... Oh, I've got the wrong scene up. Thank you, baby. My bad. And that one's iced, too. Hold on. We'll fix it. I've just got to fix this again. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Back off. Okay, that. Back. Yes. Dang it. Add. Video capture. Add. I'm working on it. Hold on. To go under there. Okay, there we go. Is that better? We can see me properly now? Sorry, I had it on the wrong scene. The cup game? Oh! Yes, I just picked the cup that looked cool. I suppose it's a game? That works? What was I saying? Oh, right. Okay, so this thing here that it tells you which way the stretch is supposed to go, and we'll get to that in a minute when we start pinning stuff too. This is not usually a thing when you're working with woven fabrics. And it's up here, it's better to read, not my crappy handwriting. This is not usually a thing with woven fabrics. It is on the pattern pieces, but it's not usually an issue. Because woven fabrics don't stretch, or they're not supposed to. Some of them do. That's a bad fabric. And then on this one, this is something else you don't see on purchased patterns from the store. But in printed patterns, this is pretty normal because it cuts down on the paper. This is a second pattern piece inside the first pattern piece. Now, obviously, you could cut this thing out without actually damaging, really, the main pattern piece. But I went ahead and traced it and did my own because, again, I will use this thing a lot. And we are going to next... Wait, I need to finish writing crap on here. Callie's nightgown. Back to X, because I already trimmed this one before I traced it. Because I will print another one if I need to. Alright, cut one on fold. Doo-doo-doo. I'm okay. Cut one on fold. Oh, we have a stab counter now, by the way. Judy Von Etch and Nerdy Encounters helped me put it together this morning because I had no idea what I was doing. I am not a coder and never will be. So now we're going to trim this at the 2X mark for the front neckline. And I'm actually going to mark this piece as the front. I'm just going to niche, X out the part that says back, because there's not the back on this one. This is the front piece. Okay, we're going to set this aside. For those who don't know, this is what we're actually working on. We are creating this pattern, and that is... Why is that aimed that way? That should not be like that. Work cam needs to flip. How do I flip this? Oh no. Oh, the camera itself is hell, can I fix that? Can I fix that? Hey, look at that, I can. Sorry, my camera arm, the one my husband printed me, broke last week. And the new one didn't show up because ice! And Amazon's like, we like our people alive. Which, you know, no arguments from me. I'd like their people to show up alive too. There, now it's fixed. But that's the nightshirt we're working on there. Except with pockets. She wants it with pockets. And this did not come with a pocket piece. I had to find one to add. And I found this one. Actually found instructions for adding a pocket to another pattern. And used those to make that. So we're going to cut this piece out and then get to the pinning. First we're going to cut this because I'm not fussing with it. Yes, dear? What? Oh. Yes, that's an important thing for me to reply to in the middle of stream. You're welcome. Some things are not that important. That one's that important. Whee! I just stuck the scissors away like a twit. Come back here. Spava, I don't know that you saw it in Discord or not, but Am and Digi are back home now. They've got a busted pipe too, but they're home and they have power. Rephrase that. I don't know if they bothered to type it out in Discord anywhere. Again, with dealing that with the busted pipe thing. Yeah, that's what they're working on. Or at least Amblin was. I had children screaming behind me, so I didn't necessarily hear everything she said. Stop it. Whoa. Thank you, Anonymous, for gifting the sub to Angvar. Angvar, for those of you who don't know, is my brother-in-law. And frankly, having a shitty week, too. So, yeah. Yeah, now we pull out the pieces. So we've got this piece, that's the back. That's the front. That's the pocket. and the sleeve, and the interfacing should be here somewhere. There it is. Nightshirt interfacing. And I have to cut the sleeve and the facing down to the correct L size. And this thingy. There they are. I cut them down to 2X. They've already cut down to 2X. Because that's the size I'm supposed to be making. So I actually went, Amlan gifted me a $20 gift card to the everythingyourmamamade.com, the website this pattern came off of, because they had a sale going. I got every pattern I could possibly want off that website. So I got all kinds of content to work with for the next few weeks. Months. I'd say years, but even I know better than that. A year. I'm sure it's going to be a year. Because several of those things need to be multiply made for my children. I need a piece of tape for that because that came loose. I don't want it loose. It's a great way to screw this up. Sounds like the Guru Nation is giving Daddy a hard time again. I don't remember what stretch percentage this is supposed to be at. We have to look through the pattern for that. Yeah, that's really helpful. The different colored lines for the different sizes is super helpful. And that is actually a thing on all of the patterns that I printed. I actually went through an entire ream of paper printing off those patterns. My printer had a heck of a workout. And I'm okay with that. Right. So there's all the pattern pieces cut to the correct size. I need to... This is a stretch guide. I printed this off and I laminated it for... And it's hard to see on the background of all the pattern pieces. So we'll put it here. There we go. Printed it off to use. I laminated it because I know I'm going to need this a few times. So this is how you test if your fabric is too stretchy or stretchy enough for your pattern. I don't remember what stretch this one's supposed to be at, so give me a minute. This is something else I very much enjoy. You may sell finished items made with my patterns. That's permission given. They just ask that when possible you credit the pattern used in your listing as follows. This blank was made using blank. Yeah. I have multiple times told you where this pattern is coming from. Yeah. It's a thing. Knits. Okay. If you're experienced with knits, please, with knits. Da 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 da. Yeah, I know all this stuff. What is the stretch on this? $0.60 with 50% or more stretch. So we're going to test that. This pattern is meant for a 50% or more stretch fabric. So you see on this thing it says 25, 30, 40. What you do here is you find an edge that is not 7 folds. Come on. Here we go. That'll work. And you lay this across the stretch guide. And what you do is you lay the edge here and hold your finger here. No, wait, that's not right. Like that. There we go. Gray equals unstretched fabric. That is the amount of fabric. Put your finger down and stretch it as far as it will go without tearing it or damaging it. This is between 60 and 75% stretch, so that is what we need. Most stretches that I get are that level of stretch or more because the fibers that I can wear just do that. I don't deal with the artificial fibers because they drive my skin crazy. There's like rayon in here, I think, but like the polyester, that kind of stuff, is not in here. I'm allergic to way too much of it. It sucks. So this thing does not go in the pattern. That goes back in my personal tools. This is the pattern itself, and I'm not going to put it back in there either because I might need it. Now we do the pinning part. Coco, you want to move. There's a dog in that chair just past my desk. She's not going to like this. At all. So the sleeve and facing are supposed to be a different color than the main body. So I'm going to move these. Scootsies, scootsies. And I don't know what the pocket's going to be made out of. We'll figure that out in a minute. One moment. My bad. Sorry, babe. Thank you very much. The guru are being a thing tonight. I have to repeat everything I just said. Okay, there we go. I use the pins with knit fabric because in my experience it's better than the weights. Because with the weights, you can accidentally shift. See, you can see under here it is stretching. You can accidentally stretch the fabric underneath and that will mess up your pattern piece sometimes. With the pins, that's not how that works. What you want to do when it's a piece that folds, cuts on the fold, is you want to pin the fold side of the piece first. So that is lined up. And that is with knits or with any other fabric. And you smooth the fabric as you go. With these printed pieces, it is harder to feel the folds in the smoother fabrics or thinner fabrics. I have experience working with knit, so I'm finding the folds pretty well. But if this was a much thinner, even I'd be having problems. Yes, the weights can be a problem for stretchy fabrics. Because the weight, here, let's try this. The weight sits. And if it is stretched from one weight to the other, that's, you can see that bubble there. It stays. And that can misshape the pattern piece. If you're using tailor's chalk instead of pins, good luck. It is possible. You just gotta be careful with it. It depends on how hard it is for how hard you got to press on the chalk to get the line in. With Taylor's chalk, I recommend going over a line like 4 or 5 times, just to be really thorough. Oh, no, you don't. Stay back from the edge. We are not ruining another pair of my scissors. Ouch. I did not actually stab myself that time. It was just a near miss. You notice I keep having to move the pin cushion off. Its weight is causing me some issues. Now this is not a stuffed pin cushion. This is an emery pin cushion. So it's actually about as heavy, if not heavier, than my actual weights. A regular stuffed pin cushion would probably not give me any crap with this fabric. Redo this. Line it up on the edge. And you notice the cut is a little off here on the edge. So that's part of why you gotta do this way. Eventually, if you use a pattern over and over, you're gonna get those nicks in it anyway. So you kinda gotta eyeball it. Just a little bit. Some stretchy fabrics, it really doesn't matter if you use the weights. Fleece comes to mind. It's a very heavy fabric, and it does not stretch very much. Like, very little stretch in that stuff. But it's not a knitted fabric. It's a... Well, some of it's knit. Hi, Grandpapa? Papa or Abuelita? Either, both. Hi. Not real names. I don't think those count as real names. Unless you ask my children, then that's totally their real name. I get corrected every time they hear me use his real name. I kid you not. Okay. I'm actually going to cut this piece before we go any further because the stretch fabric makes me nervous. It normally makes me nervous. Part of the problem there is if I pin too many pieces on this small surface and keep pulling it around, the pins will tear the actual pattern piece, which is kind of an issue when the pattern piece comes loose before I've bothered to cut the fabric. So yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Ouchie, ouchie. Yeah, we're gonna do it that way. I don't want it this way. Wrong scissors. Those are the paper scissors. There we go. pull here. Nope. I lost it. What? What for? What? Alt. Tab? Well, that didn't work. I did something wrong. Yes, gravity wins every time. There's that one. Retrieve the fabric. Come back here. And since I can't do this, I can't get another piece on here, I'm going to flip this and we're going to use the pockets on here. So the pocket, I've got to cut two sides for each pocket. So we're just going to fold it over, smooth it out real good, and put the pocket in. Where for pocket piece? The pocket. 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 Ow! Hey, Digi! We have a stab counter now. Thank you for the bits. We are doing a prototype for the commission for nightshirts. I've never done this pattern before, and a couple of the techniques that they're having me use I've never used with knitted fabric before, so we're doing one for me first so I don't screw it up. Hold up. That's not how that works. Come on. No. Where for the chat bar? Your chat bar. Yoo-hoo. Here we go. There we go. Stab counter. Junie and Nerdy helped me fix that today. Bunch of fabric and knit in a long time. For how much of a pain in the butt it is. Let's scrap. And this up. And we get these. Coco, putting your face on the fabric is not going to help. Hey.
Hey.
You can sit in here if you want, but you've got to evict a dog and you will have fabric in your lap.
That's fine.
How are you doing?
I'm okay.
There's a wild D written in my doorway. Checking on me.
I'm tame-ish.
Sure. Okay, that piece needs tape. That's not good. I'm having fun. Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, bad when doing the taxes is the high point of the week.
Yes, it is bad when doing a tax. This is the high point of the week. Use your hands to show me the first digit. Estimated.
I don't know yet.
Okay.
I haven't done any deductions. It's actually...
There were tax documents in the little folder thing by your door.
I found that. Did we get one for the charitable donations and stuff we did?
Let us find out.
You don't need to do that while you're streaming.
I am flipping through what I might find easily. Okay?
Okay.
I ain't gonna do much delving here. But if I have it, it's in one of two places. That's a tax document.
Yeah.
They're not gonna see anything on that. The address was backwards. Trust me, it's fine. That's not a tax document.
Oh, I went online and downloaded this.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. If I have it, it's probably here. Not it. Not it, not it, not it. You're doing a quick flip for tax documents because once he can do them, he does them.
I really didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's
we can
fine.
do it later.
It's fine.
Alright.
Hup. There you go. And that is all the documents I have. Everything else went... Oh,
yeah, no,
shite.
I think I've got just about everything else I think.
Flying Mike, my apologies. You know, that's the stuff that came in this month. That's everything else went in your thing.
Okay.
I don't even have a tax file in my desk anymore. So. Which I should fix. Right, so he's got what he needs. I really hate stabbing through tape. That is the only complaint I really have with printed patterns, is stabbing through tape is a nightmare. I might actually trace this onto... Coco, get off it! Head off the... Really? She's hugging it. Get off it. That is the dog that likes to sleep in the laundry. Well, they both like to sleep in the laundry, but her more than the other. Lady would rather go find a chair or a child or something like that. Coco is quite happy in a basket of laundry. For all eternity. That's why we have to keep the dirty laundry picked up in the hallway, because, yeah, that hurts. That's how I sprained my pinky last year. Tripped on her and caught myself on what I thought was a closed cabinet door in the dark. It wasn't closed. It was open. Jammed my poor pinky against a shelf. So how's everyone else doing? I know this week has sucked for most of us. I did hear back on the Cabot Commission. It was actually a gift, so I didn't hear back on it until Valentine's Day. And she really enjoyed that. I got a picture of a cat cuddling with the Cabot. No, it was not a gift for the cat. And then this week, in a fit of desperation, I made some baklavas for my boys out of fleece, which they love. Like, that is the new epic hat. And frankly, it was a lot easier to make than knitting them. So, yeah. That'll be a thing from now on. Meaning it's easier to replace. You know, I don't mind making them knitted hats that they like, but they're children. They leave things all over the place where they shouldn't. You know how it is. Ow. Hold on, I'm looking at the wrong thing here. No, you are not updating in the middle of my stream. Bite me. Stupid frickin' Windows. Not again. Okay, so that's... Again, we're pinning the straight side first, the one that's on the fold, and then working from there. Because that's the center of the garment, actually, the center piece of the garment. So we start there and work out. Because if you foul up the center, you foul up all of it. Oh, no. No, that broke. That's trash. I ain't doing that. Okay, let's get this one cut out. And then we're done with the red fabric, and the dog can have it for the time being. Because she's laying on it again. Nope. Nope. Put that over here too. And then we switch fabrics. Oh, fine. She can have it. I'll get it back later. This is what we're using for the sleeve. And just for the fun of it, we're going to check the stretch on this one too. Sorry, Coco. Kinda. This is a fabric stretch guide. I used this on the red one a minute ago. And what you do is this pattern is supposed to have 50% stretch. So we put a section of fabric on the gray chunk here. Put our finger down here so it stays, and then see how far it stretches. And this one stretches more than 75%. So yeah, that's good. It's supposed to have 50% or more stretch. Sometimes it's a little bit more important that it's only a certain length of stretch. This isn't one of those times. Let's move my weights. I don't need those right now. And the sleeve, I believe, cuts on the fold twice. Where is that piece? Yeah, so we're going to fold this over. This cuts on the fold twice. And the neck fabric cuts on the fold twice. So we're just going to fold this over the width of the desk and go from there. Let's move the stuff. That does not line up very well at all. That's not good. I need the edges to line up so I'm getting the same amount of fabric on both sides. And that's not what's going on here. That's bad. Knit fabric is tricky on the bolt. It's trickier to see where the edges are, whether it's wrinkled or not. It's just not easy. Okay, that should do it. We're going to flip the whole thing up here. Come on, come on. Woohoo! Just the length of my desk, because that's how far I need it to go. It's a little further. No, stop it. Stop it. Untwist. Thank you. It's folded the wrong way. Damn you. Fold on this side. Toward me. Come on, quit. Stop it. Stop it. Not my best idea. Damn it. It's catching my fingernails all over the place. Okay, let's just shake that out. There. That should work for what I need. The folded edge over here. We're going to start with the sleeve. I'm actually going to lay this out first. Stretch. So, I told you we have to have this on the right stretch line. I failed to check that with the red, but I'm pretty sure I knew which way it stretched. Yeah, I got it right last time. So, one way stretches more than the other. And usually, it's the width of the bolt that stretches further. That is the case here. That was the case with the red. And it's supposed to go with the stretch on the arrows. And yeah, sure, we can add a snag command. Why not? I hate snags. Oh my god. So we are folding the sleeve over right here on both layers. This is going to be a bitch. Because getting it through 4 layers of fabric is not as easy as it should be. Again, pin the folded edge first. Oh god, that's tape. Well, if I ever knit on stream, the stab counter's not going to work. I have yet to stab myself with a knitting needle, okay? Jam one under my fingernail? Sure. Smack myself in the knee with it? Yes. Not stab myself. Junie, I have been knitting for 25 years. No, 27. If I haven't managed to stab myself with it yet, I'm not going to. Unless you mean jinx myself, so I'm going to stab myself again while I'm pinning this shit, then yeah, probably. Yeah, no, that's gonna happen. I know that's gonna happen. Come on, there you go. There we go. Ow! Bad. You're not supposed to stab me once you're down, jeez. Yeah! Okay, that was a full stab. Slash stab, or it's Stab plus, Junie. It's set to stab plus. Stay. Thank you. That's the sleeves pinned. No. Hold on. Why four? Damn it, there's yarn in my cords again. Yeah, there you go, that. One, two. Were there other parts? Is the neck facing? I don't think there was any other parts. No. No, this should be it. Okay, so. Cut to on fold, stretch goes that way. So this needs to loop up here. And pin to the fold there. I'm just going to pin one spot right here for now. Because I also need to put the neck facing on a fold up here. And that lines up with the stretch. Yeah, there we go. Woohoo! Oh, so a fun thing I neglected to show off. This is normal in every pattern. I just don't use it anymore. Because I don't need to. I've memorized how to do this most of the time. Is a cutting guide. This one's cutting guide is a little different than most. Okay, this is finding your size. This is the measurements you need to take to find your size. Yada yada. This is where you figure out how much fabric you need. So for the one we're doing a nightgown in 2X. The 2X nightgown is 2.5 yards. With long sleeved, we need 3/4 of a yard of long sleeved fabric. I think I'm actually using more than that for this because I didn't bother to fold it the hard way. And that's fine. That doesn't cause an issue long term. My fabric will go through all kinds of folds to get what I need out of it. And then it shows you how to cut it and how to lay it to cut it. This one does it with full color photos. Most patterns don't do that. They just give you a basic guide for how to lay the pieces on the bolt. I don't use those guides anymore. I don't have to, is the only real reason. There are a few patterns where I would still need to. They are few and far between and usually not on the skill level that I work with. I have no doubt whatsoever that FK has a lot of patterns where you look at the guide when you lay them out. I don't know that she does, but I sure would have to. I don't work with that level of complexity much. No stabby, no stabby, no. Go in the fabric, back up through the paper, and not my finger. I don't know if you can hear the snoring dog, but that is absolutely my dog. My dog, not the kid's dog. That is the senior dog. Senior Landseal. I don't think she's actually a senior dog yet. She's getting there. She's not quite there yet. Coco. Coco. That is a large dog. The pit mix. That is the pit mix. Pit lab. The other one is a Rottweiler German Shepherd is our best guess. Yeah, lady. We really need to get her DNA tested soonish. Both of them, honestly, but people mistake Coco for a pit bull all the time. We know there's pit in her. Lady, I don't really know if she's a mix between a Rott and a German Shepherd. It's a smaller German Shepherd. Because she's She's taller than Coco, but she is thinner and lighter. Like, there's like a 15, 20 pound difference in the dogs. And I've had them both run bang on into my leg. Trust me, Lady's not that heavy. Or that powerful. Coco near about broke something. Coco's powerful enough. I can't play tug of war with her anymore. She plays with Dawn, not me. She'll play tug of war with the kids too, but she does not. She does not put her strength behind tug of war with the children. Never has. She is a very smart, very sweet dog. Lady will put her weight behind a game of tug of war with the kids, and she'll win, but she has to put her weight in it. She is a good dog. Very good dog. Her indoor dog status was cemented when DeRitten was on a trip to Oregon, and I was bringing the kids in from church, from the car after church on a Wednesday night. It's dark. I've got 3 children. One of them's in a baby carrier. So I go to let the kids in the house, and I look, and Guru 2's foot is stuck. His shoe is stuck under a chair. I'm like, okay. Well, he's getting loose. I'm going to walk up, unlock the door, put the baby down, and come back. I came back, and the kid was gone. Like, shoom, missing. We're on the side of a 4-lane road. I do not miss that address, okay? And I am flipping out, calling this child, trying to find him, and Coco's walked out the front door. Because she does not bolt off away from the property. She just doesn't unless there's a good reason. And she's looking at me, and she's not acting normal. She's acting weird, looking at me and looking across the road. The not 4-lane road. Looking at me, looking across the road. I'm about to call the police when I realize she keeps looking across the road, and she barks at me and points. I've never seen her point before then. I've only seen her actually point a few times since. The child had walked across the small street to the neighbor's front porch to sit there and watch the wind chimes. She had hot dogs for dinner that night. Oh yeah, that's Guru 2 all right. Oh god. She had freaking hot dogs for dinner that night. And she slept in my bed. She was sleeping in my bed anyway, because my husband was gone. And I don't do well in bed by myself, apparently. But this dog snores. So, you know, every time he's out of town, she sleeps in my bed. So does the other dog now, but she had to learn some ground rules. First time she slept in my bed while he was gone. She doesn't snore. Coco decided to stay on the couch. So about 2 o'clock in the morning, I wake up because something in the dark has licked my foot. Scared the living shit out of me. Popped my door open and yelled, "Coco, get in here!" And she's like, "What? I didn't do anything." The cat does not sleep in my room. He hunts at night, and his prey tends to include the dogs. Not something I'm dealing with. Okay, so all the pieces are cut out. I'm going to double check the instructions on how to assemble this because every shirt goes together a little differently. And sometimes there's a darn good reason they go together differently. And I haven't done a knit object in a little while. Very least not one I don't have memorized. Okay. Oh wow, it wants you to do the interfacing first. Okay. That's interesting. start with the interfacing, move to the sleeves. Okay, that should make getting the pockets in easier. Put it over there. And we will pull down the machine. And adjust the camera a little bit because it's really out there on the work surface. Oh god, that's not mounted. Well, that's fine. It's not supposed to be the one that's in use, the arm. That's supposed to be the tablet arm, and I had to adjust it for the friggin' camera for today. And red thread. I'm not actually picky about if the shade matches or not, because I don't care. It's my house, run around the house shirt. I don't actually care. As long as it's not some glaring clash, I don't care. Pop that open, remove the old bobbin. Where's the bobbin case? Way over there. Why? Thank you for the bits, Digi! Oh, it is a little game. Look at that. I just grabbed the bit cup that looked fun. That I didn't have to pay for, because I'm not up to that paying for things yet. Well, not those kind of things. I started with getting, a stock of fabric to work with. That kind of crap. Welcome back, Svava. No, don't do that. There. Thank you. Jeez. Okay. So we're supposed to start with the interfacing. Did they stop the water, at least? Did they give you an ETA? Nope, stop that. Do not tear the pattern pieces. I need those. Okay, good. No ETA on repairs at this point, I'm assuming. Well, I'm going to assume they'll put a toilet back. This is the front. We're going to start with the front. Come on. Nope, let go of the chains, dang it. Leave the light out of this. That's me, Digi. That's dull. No wonder that didn't work well. Yes, it is made out of the same stretch material as the sleeves. As the sleeves will be. Okay, when you buy cheap pens, you get a lot of dull pens. Don't buy the cheap pens if you don't have to. I was desperate to get pens in here before my stream last time. I will not be making that mistake again. This is actually a different kind of interfacing. This is not to stiffen or stabilize the fabric, although I suppose it might serve that purpose a little bit. This is going to serve as a self-made bias tape. I've actually never used this method with stretchy fabric before. That's part of why we're doing a mock-up before the actual commission pieces. You know that, and I'm not allowed to go back into Joann's for a little while because, yeah, that's expensive. Also ice. I'll take one of these out of here, toss it away from me. Thank you. Rest of the pins out of here and fold this. No, in. Put one piece up there, and then move that. Actually, no, we're not going to move that. We're going to unfold the piece here. Find the right side of the fabric, because I don't know which one that is. That one. I was supposed to sew this onto the wrong side first, I believe. Let's find out. So I don't remember. Right sides together, match up the centers first so the sides end up even. Got it. That's what I thought was going to be the case. I'm going to set that over there. There we go, center first. Most fabric that you do not pre-wash, and I probably should have pre-washed, but blah 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 blah, will have a crease in the middle, like in the center fold of the bolt. We are going to pin this because I like my fingers intact, you know? Place a pin and make sure they line up. That is lined up at the exact center. We're going to pin the rest of this in place. That is not the right side. That is the wrong side. I effed up again. This is the right side. The right side of the fabric is normally whichever part of the bolt was facing outward. Which means I need to flip this one because that's not the right side. There we go. Just like that. Find the center again. I may seem a little rusty at this. That's because the last patterned piece of knit garment I did was a memorized pattern. Like, I've done it like 5-6 times. So it was not a matter of follow the instructions, do this just right. It was, oh, I know how this works. Oh crap, I fixed that now. I know how to fix that because I've done it that many times. That kind of thing. What the? Thank you for the host, Crafting Bunny! My alert volume's still higher than it should be. My bad. Maybe I should just turn my bloody speakers off. Would pressing that help with the rolling, or do you just need a smooth... It depends on the fiber. And I don't actually know exactly what fiber's in here. Sometimes that would help. Sometimes that will melt the fabric. It depends on what's in it. This stuff should not melt. That shouldn't be a problem. Hi, Crafting Bunny. How was your stream? but it may or may not actually iron out the rolling. It just depends. And with larger pieces, that's going to be less of a problem than with this teeny tiny thing. That's accidental. I haven't got an intentional bit scare alert yet. I'm working on that. I'm good. We have power back. We have power back. We are some of the lucky ones in Texas. We don't have burst pipes, and a lot of people do. Yes, I have a new stab counter. I did get the stab counter done. Yeah, we're just going to pin that there. Deal with that. Whatever, I don't care. Stay, damn it. Bad. Stay. Flippin' bloody. There. Wait. Ouch. The seam ripper hurts worse. Much worse. Booger. Ow. That wasn't my stab. That was a sympathetic ouch. Shush. Yeah, the stab counter is behind, though. So behind. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, Junie wrote the stab counter for me. I am not a coder. I did not know how to do that. So she wrote the stab counter, and Nerdy Encounters showed me how to get it up. Get it running. Because I did not have CloudBot yet. Did not know that was a thing. Pro streamer, I'm not. Shush. Well, not yet. We're getting there, apparently. I get a payout next month, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going into the RPG table shop, because I need a coffee cup to use on Saturdays for gaming. And stop moving! Freaking fabric. The properties that make this painfully comfortable to wear make it horrible to work with. Oh yeah, payouts are always good. Thank you for the shout-outs, Fava. They're doing the shout-outs for them. Okay. So the instructions say to leave about 1/2 inch seam allowance here. Don't you dare. And sew this. Let's go to the other side so I can see the pins while I'm working. Oh, thank God they all went the same way. Yeah, sew this along the edge. Is that you, sweetie?
That's me.
Alright, thank you. Making sure that's my husband and not the guru. Take that pin out. And I need to use a stretch stitch. We are going to go with 22. Yeah, we're going to go 22 there. Yeah, see, my 1/4 inches always tend toward 1/2 inches, and that's just me. I, habitually cut too much seam allowance, so I don't have to worry about it. Though, I've got, glass weights that Junie sent me that I have marked with our player names. And, I have some metal weights somewhere that my kids took off with again. Yeah, she got me some big old metal washers to work too. Pull these pins out as we go, or I will forget about them and then stab myself in the palm of the hand. Not cool. Thank you for the bits, Spock Jr. How are you doing? Yes, it was definitely better than the soda cans I used the first time. Thank you. Yeah, you can see me stab myself. Repeatedly. Don't do it. No, do not eat my fabric. Okay, there we go. It's only gone up like 3, I think. I don't know, I don't count. Yeah, I don't... The stab counter would be so much higher if I hand sewed all this. Not cool. No, damn it. Go to frickin'... There. That's why the half-inch seam allowance is a thing. To give it enough room that I don't have to worry about the machine eating it, but sometimes it grazes off to the edge and that's bad. The rolling is not helping. Out. Spit it back out. There. God, I'm talking to the machine like I talk to my dogs. That's bad. Here we are. What are you sewing lining into, Crafting Bunny? Well, I mean sleeves, but sleeves for what? If the machine barks back, it's broken. It's happened, okay? It's broken. Ooh. C1430. Hold on, I need to look that up. Okay, I'm in Texas. You don't make anything out of wool. It doesn't matter if Ren Fair calls for it. You will die. Oh, circa 1430s. Okay. I'm actually going to look that up because I want to see. Hold on. I've done Ren Fair costumes like once and not well. $14.30 gown. Well, that ain't it. Ooh, bugger. That's a complicated gown. Yowzers. That's the skill level I don't have. I don't do that. I am not that good. Spit it out. Thank you. I made one of the old-fashioned ones with the, I think it was earlier than that, but it's the simple dress with the wide-strapped smock across the front. It was a long time ago. Spit it out. Oh, you haven't eaten it yet. Okay. Okay, so what I did was stretch stitch. Blah, 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 blah. Stretch stitches come in two flavors. They're either supposed to stretch with the fabric or hold the fabric stiff. The hold the fabric stiff ones is usually a serging stitch. Roger Van de Weyden. Oh, that kind. That's pretty. Yeah, that's a nice one. This stretch stitch stretches with the fabric, but it stretches and the stitch stretches with it, so the stitch does not break. The thread does not snap. I don't do it very often, but yeah, it's the best one to use for certain garments, and this is definitely one of those garments. And then we fold it over like that to pin it down where we want it. And, damn it, snags. The snags are real. I am going to cheat here because folding this over twice is going to be a bitch. We're just going to go with a nice wide straight stitch for this before I fold it. And all we are doing is stitching down a seam. A lot of patterns will call for ironing this. Ironing the... Have a good time, crafting bunny. Have good noms. I am folding it over and straight stitching it down so I don't have to fold it over twice when I go to sew it on the opposite side. All it is a straight stitch down. This stitch is not supposed to hold long term. It's just supposed to hold the edge over when I fold it. Don't attack that dog, Blue. You know she doesn't like you. He's trying to judge whether or not the pile of fabric on top of the dog is worth the risk. Oh, that didn't work right. Come on, don't do that. Why for the roll? Stop that. There. It's not 6 a.m., you lying clock. Shush. I don't think my dog wants insulated. Not this one. The other dog would love it, but the other one likes to, you know, lay traps for the cat, so, yeah. We're going to fold back into the stretch stitch that we were using, which was 23. Yep. And we are folding the inner facing over to the other side, like so, over the little loop. And I need to do this from the other end. Now this facing is supposed to show on both sides. It's supposed to be a contrast facing or not, depends. So it's supposed to fold over a particular way, and I'm trying to make that work without messing up. Here we go. And we are just going to pin that in place for now with the presser foot, which I just smushed myself under. And get a few inches of this. Hold it over for me. No. You are not going to do this whole thread balling thing. Not on my watch. Not again. Nope, it's not doing it. Okay. It's fine, it's just being cranky. I think this is pushing the normal layer limits is all. And that's fine, we will get around that. Slowly but surely. This is where it starts getting narrow. Okay, this might look better if I just surged it down next time. Because that's not coming across the way it's supposed to. That, or I may just widen this on the next one. Either way, we'll figure it out. we're just gonna serge this down. Whoa! The wall is not a scratching post. She just snuggled under the... Wow. I mean, reality? Oh, okay. I am. How are you doing? Ah, see, I saw that one coming. Hold on. No flying sleeves! No, 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 no. Stay. So we're doing a test run, Amlin, on the commissioned nightshirts. I've never done this pattern before, and some of these techniques I've never done with stretch material before. The one I'm working on right now is on that list. So we're doing a test pattern before I start working on the commissioned ones, and we're going to use two different edging techniques here, actually, and figure out which one looks crappier on each side. That's one side done with the stitch on it, and yeah, I'm not real fond of how that turned out. But it does stretch. It's full stretch stitching, so it will function just fine. Good. Did you guys get stuff worked out with the landlord? Oh, no, 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 other way, other way. Thank you. we supposed to do the neck facing too? I don't remember. No, not yet. Probably because it crosses over the sleeves at some point. Okay, good. That's good. Oh, no, no! Flying pincushion. Come back here. No, no play on floor. Nope, nope, nope. Alright, so this one we're going to do a little differently. We have to start the same way. By finding the center and pinning this in place. Which one's the right side again? I can't remember. Doesn't really matter. They're almost identical. I have got to clip my nails. I am snagging this fabric way more than I should be. That one's dull and bent. Really? Don't buy cheap pens, people. Don't buy cheap sewing pins. Singer or better. Dritz is also a good brand. These suck. That's the right side. Okay. So it's having me do a bias tape method with the knit fabric. I've never done this with knit fabric before. I've done it with woven fabrics, but woven fabrics just behave differently. The first one, I tried to sew the gray edge down flat before I folded it over and sewed it in place, and that looks like ass. It did not go well. So we're going to try a different method this time, which should work better. This is why we're testing. This is why we're testing. I got that wrong. That's the right side. It is actually the... You know what? F it. This one's for me, and I don't feel like fighting the roll again. Whether or not I can deal with rolling fabric is not one of the things we're trying to test here, okay? Stop it! No, 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 damn you, stay. Flip and sew. This is stretch stitching, right? Yes. What we're going to do now is there's a different technique for binding this that the pattern showed. This was just not the recommended. What you do is you find the curve and you very carefully cut slits in the fabric up to the curve in a couple places. We're going to do that on both sides. Two, three, no, not both sides, thank you. Alright, and then fold those over and just serge it down. And that's what I'm going to do this time, is I'm just going to serge it down on the seam, and hopefully that works better, looks better, because the other one looked like crap. Let us find out. Thread's not bunching, we're good there. Closer than I liked. So we're just going to do this thing here to make up for that. Or I'm going to pretend I care and be more careful how I cut it next time. Yeah, we're going to pretend I don't care and be careful how I cut it for the next one. Don't cut it as far, that's all. Good. Yeah, they were slowly getting a lot more of it set up today and yesterday. I checked when we went 12 hours without losing power, and they're slowly reducing the power outs thoroughly. I fully see some class action lawsuits happening now. We'll find out in a second here. I think part of it is I'm going to have to be careful. I'm going to need to not cut it as far as I did. But I can see a corner of it now. Yeah, that looks much better. That is what I will wind up doing for the next few of them. That looks a lot better. I just need to be a little more careful about how I trim it. And that's fine. Actually, I may have forgotten a very important part of doing this kind of crap. You're supposed to trim this thing. Whoopsie-doo. We will see how the fourth corner looks in a minute. We're actually going to trim the fourth corner so that I can see how that will look. It did not tell me to trim the seam allowance. And some patterns will assume you know to do it. This pattern, I didn't see it listed, and I honestly should have known to do it with that kind of seam allowance, but I forgot. And what you do is you trim the excess seam allowance up to the stitching, not right up against it. You want to make sure you're not going to cut the stitching. But then there's less excess fabric within the seam. I did not think to do that. That's my bad. We'll check that corner when we get that far. say that looks a lot better than the first one did. I need to be careful about the cutting it too deep. That means I need to have a measured amount that I don't trim it to. But that works much better. I still have not gotten to... I haven't found our copy of the, White Knight's the wrong one. The one after the last one I borrowed from you. I don't know. I haven't found it yet. I know we have it. I just don't know where it's at. And honestly, it fell by the wayside with some of the crap that went on the last couple weeks. Insurance! Again! Yeah, I don't like dealing with the friggin' insurance. Boy, okay. Turn that back. Okay. Next step is sleeves, I believe. I'll double check that on the instructions. The books are all safe. Right sides together. Okay, yeah, I know how to do this. This. Awesome. Unpin the sleeves. So with PDF patterns, they often try to minimize how much printing and taping you're doing. Ow! That is what happened here. Most of these pieces, pin on the fold, cut on the fold. Yeah, stab plus. It's exclamation stat. There you go. No space there. Hold on, I'm working on it. There you go. Yeah, you got it. I went way out of focus there. What just happened? No, it's still... Has it been out of focus like that the whole time? I don't think my face cam's been out of focus like that the whole time. Apparently. This is the cheap webcam. That might be the issue. I don't know. It hasn't been like that all day, right? So that's a new thing. I don't know what its issue is. I'm not fixing it right now. No offense. We're running out of stream time at this point. That hurt. Right, PDF patterns. Most PDF patterns try to minimize the amount of papers you're printing and taping together. That is the case with this one. You'll notice nearly all the pieces were cut on a fold. I only had one copy of the sleeve piece, one copy of the front back piece. That's normal with these. With the ones that you purchase from the store that are already printed, there's usually a copy of each piece in there, and they don't cut on the fold unless they have to. The front and back cutting on the fold is still a thing in the printed patterns. That's actually pretty common, but the sleeves usually don't. Face interfacing usually doesn't. Interfacing, facing, whatever you want to call it for this pattern. That's a big difference between the store-bought ones and the PDF ones. Yeah, it's still not working. I don't know what the hell. Streamlabs is having a stroke, maybe. I don't know. Right. Find the right sides. Pin the right sides together like so. Like this. Okay. I am probably not getting this finished on stream tonight, but We finished the hard part. That's the part that we were really testing, was how to do the facing. So I will finish this one this week, and we'll probably have one of the commissioned ones done before Tuesday, hopefully. If not, we're doing nightshirts 2 days next week. And then I've got another commission on the rails. I get to do a cannon turtle. Because I'm not sure whether or not I'm allowed to say what that actually is on stream. Copyright issues suck. Like, I did not expect to be getting commissions like this, people. I am shocked and flattered and impressed. This streaming gig is, at the very least, maintaining my supply stock, which is beautiful. Don't you dare. You don't eat my foot. You ate the fabric. Excuse me while I have a heart-to-heart with my machine about whether or not it gets to live. The only option I got here. That's not cool. Damn it, I've actually got to remove that plate. Shit. Sewing machine maintenance sucks. Discord's down again? Really? Where's the correct screwdriver? Nope. 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 Close enough. Yes, the specialty screwdrivers are on my desk for random repairs and battery changing. We have to have specialty screwdrivers for jewelry and dog collars and things of that like. We don't really use them for much else. And the batteries are all on my desk, so yeah. My desk serves as Grand Central Station. The sewing is an extra. Everything that is anything in our house comes through my desk unless it's groceries. That usually does not go through my desk. That's a mistake. Though the hex drivers probably should go with the actual tools. So. Come on. Why for you not cooperate, huh? Did I just do that for no reason? No, that's... Oh! Evil machine. Come on, up, there. Oh, that's the problem. Wow, I didn't realize I've been doing that much sewing. That is a lot of lint. Canned air going in the Amazon cart. Gotcha. Wow. That's impressive and bad. Okay, we're going to pop the bobbin out so I can put this back. Wow. That's a lot of lint. I did not realize I've been doing that much sewing. Shit, flying bobbin. Come back here. Nope. It's like fuzzy wuzzy in there. I have to clean that out later this year. Later this month. I have to buy canned air for that. And I do not have any in my house right now. Oh, I should drop the feet. That might help. that a little bit. Screws back in. I didn't know Boblin herself could fly. Thanks for the info. I didn't know pixies could fly at all, actually. Which is kind of dumb, considering all the lore and so forth. The fact that I didn't know, not the fact that they can fly. You would think it'd be an obvious. I don't have that one, Junie. I'm not going to have that one in case one of my children walks in while I'm streaming. There we go, that's down. Okay, let's try this again. No more eating the frickin' fabric. Bloody stupid. Alright, that looks good. The stretch stitching looks good. I'm not going to bother reinforcing it because that really doesn't do a lot of good with lighter knits. Add the other sleeve on this side. I don't know if we're getting this finished tonight, but I am going to try. Because honestly, this is going pretty well. If I don't get it finished tonight, I will wear it Tuesday. How's that? I can totally do that. Oh crap, I pinned those the wrong way. That's it. POS, let go. Excuse you. Just having an attitude problem tonight. Yes, it would be much quicker if it wasn't stretchy fabric. It's actually a relatively quick project as it is. And the next couple I do will go a lot faster. Because I've never done this pattern before, and I've never used some of these techniques with stretch fabric before. The last time I did anything that approached this pattern was with flannel for the kids. So this is completely out of the depths there. Come on, don't. Nope, bad. Flip. Flippity flip the correct way. Thank you. There we go. Next part, I know for this anyway, but I want to try and get those pockets in. So we're going to start by sewing the pocket sides in. You know what? No, I'm not. I don't really care for those kind of pockets in my garments, and those are not hard to put in. They're really not. Even with knit fabrics. So we're going to alter our plans here. Okay, see, that's bad. That I missed one of the fabrics there. That's not good. So we're going to fix that real quick. That's better. Okay. So this is the easy part. This is just going straight down one sleeve and down to the bottom of the garment. Hi. Awesome, thank you. I'll install that after stream.
I can do it if you want.
I've got to find the bolts for it.
Oh, does it need new ones?
Yeah, it needs some screws. I've got them somewhere. I just got to find them. Thank you, though.
Love you. How's your stream going?
Good. I'm almost finished with this nightshirt, and we've worked out some of the testing. Yeah, she's snuggled down in there twice. The cat took a minute to realize the dog was under the fabric and stopped and went, "That's not worth it."
She's like, I got camouflage.
Yeah, so she thinks.
I'm gonna grab my phone and I'm gonna send you a picture.
Okay, love you. Yeah. D-Written came in here to take a picture of the dog. I think that got it. Hold on. I'm watching the actual Twitch, so it's delayed. Where for Streamlab? There we go. Yeah, that's the picture of the dog in the fabric. That's a good question. I would say yes, except my cat's a jerkwad.
Hang on.
And yeah, see, there he is. He's trying to lay on the garment I'm sewing. Svava asks, doesn't that break a rule of nature? The dog's more cozy than the cat.
I'm gonna send you those.
Okay, I love you. I might go a little long because I only have the collar binding to do left on this. I love you.
I don't know how long you're supposed to go normally.
I usually get off at 10.
Okay.
So it won't be much longer. But, love you. Those lined up weird. Paper scissors. They're not gonna cut worth crap. Night, Ann. Stay safe and warm. Blue, what are you doing? Yeah, that's close enough for me. Other sleeve. Dude, get off the couch! Put a basket of dryer balls in here to throw at him. suck. It came unthreaded. chink was it came unthreaded. Okay, that's pissing me off. What the hell? There is no reason for that to be a problem. It's in there properly. It's run through here properly. Why is it giving me hell? Fucking cooperate. Okay, that's better. Do not want an amazingly good reason to learn how to use my mother's machine, thanks. Alright. So next is the neck facing, and I think that's the same as... That's hem facing, that's hem facing, that's hem facing. Neck facing. Okay, we're supposed to sew the hem facing to itself first. Or the neck facing. And then to the fabric from there. Opposite side. There. Again, we're lining up center folds. And because these fabrics do not have the same stretch, we've got to line up a couple of center folds. We find the sleeve center fold and line up the sewn together hem, seam, whatever, and pin that there. Then I move to the front or back, whichever shirt piece this is, I don't actually know. By this point I can't tell. We line up the center folds again. Then the sleeve fold with the seam. And then we are going to pin the rest of it in place. That is, wow, there's a real big difference in stretch here. Yikes. So we're going to run a cheater's mark here. Because that is off in so many ways. So we're pinning the red. We are pinning the gray to the red, and then we are going to have to adjust the center line for the sleeves. Because that is a very different stretch level. Which is just a risk. It's fine. I'm going to be working with this gray fabric again, so I need to keep that in mind. This is one of the commissioned colors, so. Yeah, I'd call that a hell of a discrepancy. I'm going to find the back. Which one is the back? Okay, no, that's the back. Okay, so we're going to pin it along the sleeve from the front. And then I'm going to cheat here. And fold this over to sew and trim before we put it on the collar properly. Fold, pin, right along there. Ow. Exact same to the opposite side. Oh no, I accidentally unpinned part of it. And that pin fell straight into my lap. Well, I'm not going to enjoy finding that later. this just needs to go down on that seam again. Right about. That's gonna hurt. Don't do that. There. Alright. So that worked out. Okay. So we're going to trim off the excess there and get to work. And those are the wrong freaking scissors. Yes, my cat tried to take over the stream. We're going a little bit long because I am down to the last part of sewing on this. Second to last. I've also got to hem the sleeves, but that's frankly not really high on the list of things I care about doing right now. Hemming the sleeves is a snap. It takes minutes. I can show off the thing before I've finished hemming the sleeves, you know? Right, so now we're going to start right here because that seam is a good place to hide a foul up. Try to get this freaking collar put on. Okay, that's gonna piss me off. What the fuck is your problem now? The machine and I are not having a good run anymore. Yeah, Blue's in nuisance mode. That's fine. Just what he does. He's a cat. God forbid you expect anything worse or better of him. There we go. Now we're sewing. You know, in more than a half centimeter span. There are no gods for my machines, Junie. I get along with my sewing machine only slightly better than my computer. God forbid I have to start using my mother's, because I don't know how to use that one very well. No, stay. Problem is, mostly, this thing needs blown out. I did not realize how much lint was inside the machine. Didn't realize how much sewing I've been doing, so I've got to order a can of air. So yeah, we'll be having a stream on maintenance. Machine maintenance soon. I'm not great at it. I'm getting better, but I'm not great at it. Yeah. We'll do a nice little machine maintenance, machine care stream sometime this month. around a little bit because we are going to flip the collar over like so and serge that puppy down. Look, we've all been there, Junie. We've all been there. Better not be eating my fabric bead, you little bastard. No, okay. Starting to piss me off now a lot. I have to figure out what's wrong with this before I start working on commissions. That's just pissing me off. 6 freaking inches. Cooperate for 6 inches. Oh, now it's out of bobbin thread. And you know what? I'm actually going to bother to redo it the right way. Just not for long, because I don't need that much. Always runs out of bobbin thread in the last 6 inches, I swear. Don't know why. It just does. Yeah, see, this is ridiculous. I can't do a commission like this. For me and for a test piece, fine, whatever, will deal. But I cannot have a commission look like that. That is terrible. Alright, finishing it up. Okay. We're done with that part. We're going to turn this right side out and show it off, honestly. Hold on. Which end is the neck? Or the front? That's the front. We're going to make use of that dress form, folks. Ignore the flare at the bottom, has a tutu on it. This fabric holds on to the freaking thing. Here we are. Ta-da. Where's the... Oh, tutu. Nope, not. It's not working. No, it's not. It's not. There we go. There we are, nightshirt on a tutu. So that is on the dress form. Sleeves hang down here. It clearly fits. It works. Oh, so that's out. All we're managing today. Let's go with scene 3 here. That's all I'm getting done today. That is a little later than it normally is. Thank you guys for stopping by and for the bits and the interaction. That was awesome. And we will see you Tuesday. Hopefully I have canned air by then. Or this is going to be a fun stream. We are going to raid. Who are we going to raid? Where is my Twitch? HyperZen is online. Let's raid HyperZen. Where for button? Here button. Here we go. That's not the right one. Slash raid. Dang it. I cannot type. Hyper Zen Girl. So yeah, we are going to raid.